Hey, shout your dose of this paper, but you let your prescription run out. Twisted. Don't play about my life, so only tell you one time, motherfucker, I'm twisted. My girl a tiger, she put the lime in the coconut. Twisted.
I'm kind-hearted at the same time. I'm kind-hearted at the same time. I'm kind-hearted at the same time. I hit your heart out every single time.
Moonwalk on the bitch. Moonwalk on the bitch. Annie, are you okay? Hate on who? You only ball when you train the player on 2K. When you him, give a damn about them. Yeah, work the boogaloo, above the rim. Got a few hoes saying that don't make you get to take your hoe from the stove. Call it shoplifting. I'm a big dog, fucking copycat. They be watching me more than that mirror jack. AI couldn't duplicate, kill these haters, still work out. That's their way. I used to give them niggas the shirt off my back for free when it should have been a fee. Solid as a mountain, they can't sit at my table and drink from the same water fountain. They still scamming, I'm still counting. Nail Taylor, baby, they still scamming, we still counting. V-White, baby, they still scamming, we still counting. Toy, Nisi, Leisha, shit, we solid as a mountain. They can't sit at our table or drink from the same water fountain. Kind-hearted at the same time, eat your heart out. Twisted. Hey, shout your dose of this paper, but you let your prescription run out. Twisted. Don't play about my life, so only tell you one time, motherfucker, I'm twisted. My girl a tiger, she put the lime in the coconut. Twisted.
I'm kind-hearted at the same time. I'm kind-hearted at the same time. I'm kind-hearted at the same time. I hit your heart out every single time.
And that was Song of the Week coming in at number 1 on the countdown. New CT, and it's called Twisted. So y'all out there still scamming, lying, putting trackers on cars and doxing. One person get a camera and don't know how to act. Bootleg TMZ journalists, truly twisted. On that note, I'm out. Until next time, this is your girl, Prima Donna, and this is the Trending Tunes.
ACP, you see this?
If it ain't official DanaJay, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Though we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Dear world, I'm writing this letter in an attempt to make things just a little better. This is about living through life's stormy weather, because the truth is that we're not gonna live forever, and that's my point. Well, let me start with my boy that's doing 15 in a joint. The man, he could hoop, but he loved the street life. Could've went pro, instead he chose the street life. He turned rapper and wrote about the street life, but still could not make it out the street life. And one day he bought a Glock. Wait, now page number 2 will take you to another block. A man and his wife can't get along, all they do is fight. Both too stubborn to apologize, and sometimes it gets so bad they hope each other die. And one day she couldn't take it no more, so she decided to run out of the door. She jumped in the car and swerved off in a rage, and baby, I'm sorry was all over his face. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now that my homie done bought himself a gun, he stuck up some liquor stores, now he's on the run. Do anything to avoid the police, now he's strung out on drugs and life is getting deep. To anyone, he would do anything, give him the chance and he'd steal anything. Next thing he did really screwed up his life, but first let's go back to the husband and wife. Now he's on the phone with his pastor, and she's on the phone with her mother. He tells his pastor the woman is driving me crazy, then swore up and down she's not the same lady. She says, Mama, the man has been treating me so bad ever since we found out that I couldn't have babies. Then Mama says to her, girl, hold on. Pastor says to him, be strong. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring, so let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now there's a warrant out for my boy's arrest, cause he done went and stabbed someone in the chest. Man, them drugs just got him breaking all of the rules now. His face is posted up and all over the news now. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the husband and wife are starting to break down. She says to Mama, maybe I ought to call him. And Mama said, now that's the spirit. He says to Pastor, maybe I should call and say I love her. He say, I'm sure she love to hear it. Then she gets a call on the other line. It's the doctor saying your test results came back fine. Congrats, girl, you're pregnant. Then she cries, finally a miracle sent from heaven. Now meanwhile, the other side of town, all hell done broke loose and it's going down. Cops chasing Reginald all over town. He's running every red light and driving real wild. Now meanwhile, and this ain't fiction, here is where I need y'all to pay close attention. She's so happy, she calls her husband up. He says, I'm sorry, baby, just as soon as he picks up. She says, I'm sorry too, and I got good news for you. Steve, I'm pregnant and on my way home to you. He jumps for joy, scream hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. While Reginald is still chased by police. She takes the highway, it'll get her there much faster. Reginald on the skyway, chase lasting forever. With the helicopters right over his head, with the searchlights on him, oh man. Now he starts panicking, Rachel's driving, so excited she's not realizing that just a block away, a man is on the run, while the husband's at home praying for a son. And the policeman is screaming for the call. Rachel calls her husband and says, I'm getting close. He says, honey, I'm fixing up something special in the kitchen. And at the same time, Reginald makes a stupid decision. He turns down a one-way street. Then Rachel notices this car coming and yells out, Steve, out of control, a senseless mission. Next thing you know, a head-on collision. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, didn't it all, oh my Lord, didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord, didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling, and he expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. Everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Really? Kidnap? Really? Can't eat? Really? Real talk, that shit sounds silly. And if you really, really wanna know, her father dropped her off in my show and told his boy to put her on the stage. I admit that she was overage. I admit that I was feeling her, and I admit that she was feeling me. I admit that that's just some shit that come with being a celebrity. I ain't chasing these ladies, no. These ladies are chasing me, yeah. And I'm only saying all this shit cause how they tryna play me, yeah. I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you, cause I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, cause your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way. I know y'all look at me like I don't go through things, but I'm human. I know it's hard sometimes, but try to keep in mind that I'm human. Fuck all the fortune and fame, forget the name, I'm a human. I can't believe all the under the table shit they doing. I'm tired of fingers pointed at me. I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody want a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with true table shit they doing? I'm tired of fingers pointed at me. I'm tired of all this weight on me. I'm tired of everybody want a piece of me. Shit, I'm not an ATM machine. What do I do when I can't do what I do? How can I win if I can't win with true? Got a couple of dead homies that I promised I would make it out this shit. And I know that God's hands is on me, nigga. I'm gonna make it out this shit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And I claim it. The storm's over. I admit I talked to Miss McGlynn. FYI, that's my second mother. I admit that I asked her, how am I gonna get the world off my shoulder? She said, son, don't you lose it. Sometimes you gotta go through it. They can say what they say, but at the end of the day, they cannot deny your music. New drop, everybody stops and comes running, oh, just to see what DanaJay have to say. He brings the truth, oh, day by day, oh, live, oh, now here's what you need to do. live now. See what the receipt man is talking about. DanaJay is on and ready to give you flavor. Pull up, baby, cause he on. Living and living color, baby. Your favorite blogger is locked and loaded and ready to go.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dream Team, what's going on? Oh, we got some news today. Hold on, let me get this fade out. Like, hold on, like. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know, maybe it's just, oh golly, I got a green on. Okay. Cool. So. I guess this is at the time where I'm supposed to be ready to go crazy. I'm supposed to jump up here and I'm supposed to show this. I'm supposed to, I'm gonna do this. Listen, let's get the salutations out the way first, because DanaJay got some news that's about to drop. So if you want to, I ain't even looking at the chat until just now. Somebody named Orville Wright jumped in and said that song is not winning the BET Award. Horrible. Orville, go suck a dick, bitch. The old Dana got to come back for a minute. So I understand the hate. You know, I do. I understand bitches that want to hate. I do. And this live might not be for people that's here that's like, oh my God, Dana, oh my God, why would you say that? No. I'm about to unleash some facts. I'm about to unleash some truths. And I'm about to unleash some wickedness. Okay. So depending on how you look at it, I'm gonna say it that way. Before I get into what's going on with the government and all this, and folks be like, oh my God, this was really going on. Dana, what you doing? I can't believe this, nappy boy. Dana, you really going ham. You need to stop, Dana, nappy boy. So if you like the channel, hit the like button. Go ahead and share. You can even subscribe, please. That's what I'm asking of you. I'm not for everybody. I'm gonna say that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not for everybody. And I see the gloating going on. Oh, before I forgot something. Okay. If you really want to violate me and need to violate me, just hit that like button. Just hit that like button. I just need you to hit that like button. So now I can talk a little bit. Y'all know I ain't gonna be on here long. I just had to go a little live because I seen a little people gloating like, oh, the case was dropped. The case was dropped. So I'm not the type of person where I'm just gonna sit back and come and talk to y'all when it's in my favor. See, I'm not going to tell y'all F y'all and if you don't hit my like button, and then I'm gonna just go do a members only. You ain't going to see me do none of that bullshit. You ain't going to see me in here, just begging for no reason. But what you will see me do is bringing the truth, as the song said. No matter what, I'm going to drop the truth. I'm going to bring the truth. And for every one of the dummies over there that want to come in my chat and say crazy stuff, I thank you for doing that, because you gave me a view. I thank you for your view. I thank you for spending a little time. I thank you for your and for your comment. I thank you for your comment. So the big thing is people going around saying, oh, they dropped the case. They dropped the case. Then I even heard somebody say, well, the devil got served today.
going to say for a little bit of 2.5 years, I've been bound by this case to not say nothing, to only serve certain stuff, to only say certain things, to only do certain things. But for a little bit of time, you unleash the handcuffs off of me. That means I get to do some damn right crazy shit. And you know what that means. What up, Marcus? I seen all the threats. So what happened, because people want to talk about it. And this is just part one, because I'm going to bring you part two tomorrow. Because when certain people don't know what's going on, and when I'm calling them and they say, yo, we wasn't aware of this, somebody about to lose their job. And I got a good idea who it is. So I sit back and I say, I'm not gloating. I see what happened. I was in the private conversations. I seen how a certain person was frustrated because the defense side flooded them with lying ass letters, old ass videos that I went in front of the court for, and she got frustrated. So I'm going to show you. Better than I can tell you. So if you see the status today, it was disposed, right? So I know some people don't know. Hold on, what it means. Hold on. Your court case is disposed. Because it don't give you no detail, right? It don't give you no detail. Okay, hold on. So it don't give you no details. So tomorrow I will find out all of the details and everything. You know what I mean? Because I was being represented by the state of Georgia and the county of Clayton County. So when you look at it, I want you to see it. Hold on. I did something wrong. What'd I do? Hold on. Oh, there it go. Boom. There it is. Boom. I got it. So when you look at the Clayton County Registry, and I urge everybody to go look at it. See it, right? You see Miss Tumasimi or Scam. Man, fuck that. Sylvia, since y'all won't play with me, I'm going to play with y'all. Sylvia had 7 counts. Count 1, criminal, trespassing, unlawful. Count 2, stalking. Count 3, stalking. Count 4, harassing phone. Count 5, harassing phone. Count 6, conspiracy to commit a crime. 7, conspiracy to commit a crime, right? So you're looking at all the evidence that was there, right? So what they did, they went back and looked and they said, they null pros. Now watch this. She null pros out of everything, right? She null pros out of everything. Cool. So when you keep looking, you see on 11-6, count 1 and count 2, she null pros, which doesn't make sense because you can't go back and null pros these things without a court outcome, right? 5-6, I was there. Nothing happened in 5-6-24. So how can you null pros on 5-6-24 and then have a final case disposition, but then you still getting speedy trials. And then when it was time to go to court for a speedy trial, y'all wanted to keep getting continuances. Not us. But I should have known something was wrong when my first prosecutor was removed. And when he got mad and left the county, I said, something ain't right. So the new prosecutors, me and her ain't never really had no conversations, but her and the defense had a lot of conversation. So I said, okay, I'm looking at it, I'm laughing, and you see the inconsistencies, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something, because I don't like people to be in the dark. Right here, it says when a court case is marked as disposed, it means the case has reached its final resolution or conclusion, and the court's active involvement in that specific matter is over, at least for the time being. Key word, at least, key phrase, at least for the time being. At least for the time being. Uh-oh. What do this mean, Dana? Watch this. It has been removed from the court's active calendar. Dispose is a general term that does not describe the specific outcome, which could be a positive or negative result for the parties involved. The final outcome or disposition could be any of the following: conviction, the defendant was found guilty or entered a guilty plea. Watch this. You remember she told you her lawyer told her that they offered her something. If you look on a court registry and you don't see nothing, right? You don't see none of these, which means something was entered. But what? I'll find that out tomorrow. So it says acquittal. The defendant was found not guilty. It couldn't have been not guilty because all the evidence was there. Dismissal. The charges were dropped by the prosecutor or judge, often due to lack of evidence, procedural error, or an agreement between the parties. Hold on. I'm going to find that out. Plea agreement. The case was resolved through a mutually agreed upon resolution between the defense and prosecution. Nobody told me nothing. Settlement. In a civil case, the parties reached an out-of-court settlement agreement. Transfer. The case was moved to another court. Key points to remember. Does not specify the outcome. To understand what actually happened, you must look at the specific nature of the disposition or review the final judgment entry or court order. Case is closed for now. The court has issued a final order, and generally, the judicial process for that particular matter is complete. Can it potentially be open? While disposed cases are considered closed, they can sometimes be reopened if there are valid legal reasons, such as new evidence, an appeal, or a motion for modification, especially in family law cases like child custody. We don't have no child in this situation, but I'm just trying to say something. An appeal is great. New evidence is great. And definitely a lot of valid legal reasons is great. If you are a party in the case, you should consult with a legal professional or the court clerk to understand the precise details of the disposition and any potential next steps, such as appeal, that may be required. So now you see what's going on, right? So now you understand a little bit about what has taken place. Now we go back here. Here's the question. How can the event outcome be null pros in 5/6/24, but then on 1/7/25 a demand for a speedy trial? See what I'm saying? So now it's about to get ugly. And I'm not going to say too much. Just know that this is just the beginning. And y'all know I can't stop. I won't stop. So when things pop back up and folks be like, I thought your case was over with. Mm. Mm. And one thing about it is, me, you cannot try to play with me and my family. And when I go the legal route, it's, oh, we're going to joke around, we're going to play. No, now you done gave me a legal reason to be an asshole to each and every last one of you. And I want you to understand this. I hear all the threats. I'm no longer bound by shit. I welcome all of the threats. I welcome it. So Dennis Byron, I heard what you said. Stand on it. Christopher Gunn, I heard what you said. Stand on it. All the others, stand on it. Because I'm going to stand on everything I said. And I want you to know that. I'm going to stand on everything I said. Y'all started this. I'm going to finish it. And for the tarot card bitch over there that sat back and said, Mr. Duncan, oh, okay, you tough Tony now, huh? I've been this way. And I've been slapping niggas in real life. So come from behind an avatar and say who you are, nigga. And we can meet. We can keep this shit straight street, nigga. And I'll show you how tough it is. I never seen coward ass motherfuckers that got to create an avatar to talk shit. I never understood that. If you're going to be you, be you. Understand who you are, my nigga. Be you. Don't delete that pussy ass nigga shit. Be you. Cause I'm always gonna be me. Like I said, if you see me, stand on it. I welcome it all. But one thing I would say is that if I was to put a tracker, an air tag on somebody else shit, I would have been probably still in jail with no bail. But because I'm a man, I supposed to just let it go. Here's what I'm gonna say to you. I'll be your huckleberry. I believe in real shit. I walk the streets. Ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. But can you say that? Now, I don't give a fuck who your protection is. I don't give a fuck who your protection is. Your protection gonna need protection playing with me. So I'm coming. I'm gonna let it be known. I'm coming. Y'all started this. So I understand that somebody said, a little tarot card bitch over there talking about some, oh, I hope something is done to him because he shouldn't have filed that on you. I shouldn't have filed what? A criminal act was done to me. And y'all making it seem like I'm wrong. I could have took this shit a whole nother way. And then we wouldn't have been talking about court. Niggas would have been talking about funerals. So I'm going to say it once. I'm going to say it twice. And I'm going to say it for the last time. I fear no one or no thing. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But understand, you going with me. And when you think I'm alone, you better think again, because I stay ready. See, it was other folks that talked that shit. But there's only one other person that stayed in the same lane that I'm in. We stay ready, so we don't got to get ready. So what I'm going to say is at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who you are. When you play with me, I'm going to play back with you. So we're going to see how it works out. Tomorrow, I'm going to come back with part 2 to that. And we're going to see how it play out. Because ain't none of this shit over. Listen, Judah, you don't got to tell that bitch to go away. Tell that bitch to suck your dick and sit down. Stop being nice to these whores. That's how we doing it now. That nice shit is gone. So I seen the threats that Dennis Byron put out. Oh, you don't want none of these. I want all of them. So when you see me, stand on it. And we run in the same circle. It's about to be ugly for you, brother. And both folks like, oh, why is he coming at Dennis? Listen, I ain't coming at Dennis. I'm telling Dennis to stand on it. But Dennis knew what he did. I can't be brought. And I'm going to stand on principle. Let's just see how things play out in a couple of days. Yeah, Doug, I'm good. I'm going to definitely call you when I get off here, though. So like I said, my hand's clean. But when you place a tracker on my car and then you flood yourself, you know what I mean? You flood the state's attorney's office with a bunch of lies. I'm cool with it. Because now we can go higher. Now we can induce charges. Now we can look at it for what it really is. Yes, sir. Doug, we still got work to do. Yes, sir. Y'all, shout out to Doug Anton, man. Doug Anton is in the building. Shout out to the best lawyer on the East Coast that haven't lost a federal case. Know what I mean? Shout out to Doug. I'm praying that Doug can. I'm just gonna leave that there. But yeah, that's what's going on. Moving forward. I showed y'all the docket. I showed y'all what's going on. Don't worry yourself. Let people gloat. Let people show who they are. Let people do what they do. But there will be an appeal. And this appeal, I'm bringing my lawyer. I don't want to state nothing. And my lawyer, I'm bringing a dog. Paid for already. Ready to go. I'm bringing a dog. So, also, some heads gonna roll. The public defender in Christopher Gunn case. Be looking out for paperwork on that case. See, I was just waiting how the chips was gonna fall. Now I get to execute my plan. Okay? With that being said, it is what it is. Moving right along. Oh my God. Jay-Z's paternity case officially dismissed after 10-year legal battle. And I'm trying to figure out, how can this case get dismissed? That man just wanted to know. So it says, hustlers in the hood. After nearly a decade of legal back and forth, the California courts have officially dismissed the paternity case filed by Ramir Satterwhite, who claimed to be Jay-Z's son. The ruling makes it permanent. The case can never be refiled or reopened. What do y'all think? Should Jay-Z have taken a DNA test, or was the court right to close it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I still say that was wrong. I still say that was wrong. And the reason why I say that was wrong is because if that's your court case, right? If that's your court case, then why is the court case not being thrown out? I mean, why is the court case not being heard? If one of the mothers go down there and say, oh, he the father. Oh yeah, let's put him on child support. That man just wanted the DNA test. Somebody got paid off to me. That's what it looked like. Hope they get DB for lies he told for Sly. Man, listen. What up, Toy? What goes around comes around. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Ain't no stone going to go unturned. Not by me. I see the coaching. Oh, I hope they do something to him for filing that paperwork. Something was done to me in my family. I filed paperwork. She got arrested. And now I'm wrong? Wow. So like I said, on 11/6, I wasn't notified. So tomorrow, I'll get all the answers before we refile to a higher court. And the only thing I'm going to say is, about to link up with some people, and a lawsuit about to be filed. Judah, I feel you. All the backdoor dealings. Like I say, I wasn't even notified about 11-6. I was told on 10, what is it, 10-9? Hold on, let me see. I was told on 10-6 that we needed to go talk to the district attorney. I talked to the district attorney. We talked about it. He said, cool. Everything looked good. Send me the rest of everything. I sent the rest of everything. So yeah, all the evidence is there. That's why I ain't pressed. I ain't worried about it. But what I learned was some of these YouTubers ain't shit. And especially YouTubers that went and got botched BBLs that claim that they play with tarot cards and that claim that they build cases on people. Some of these fake ass YouTubers that have companies that don't even exist, but still trying to operate in those companies. Mm-hmm. Even motherfucker kleptos. Can't nobody ever say they kicked me out of anything. I think I need to hit a fire baby and see what's going on. Oh, did somebody mention beef sector? That's why I say you really don't want to play with me. Because everything they did to me, and I was being passive about it. Now that nothing happened to them, I'll turn around and return the whole favor. And nothing will happen to me. See how this works? But I'm a little more deadlier when I do shit. That's why I don't do it. Because I know how far I can go. I don't have boundaries. That's why I leave certain things alone. I choose not to talk about people trapping people in rooms and shit. I choose not to talk about people raping people while they trapping them in rooms. Because if I really go there, y'all would be like, oh, what the hell? Y'all done unleashed a demon over there. Oh, they ain't getting away with nothing. They ain't getting away with nothing. We just gonna hit that appeal real quick. And in that appeal, things can be felonies. Especially when everything that I put in Clayton will be put in a higher court. False report writing. Can't do that. I'm pushing for 5 years in jail. I don't care who you know. You know Mr. Allen. I know Victor Hill. See how this is going to work? We both know Gerald Griggs. Or do I know him better than you do? Or do you know him better than I do? Judah said they doing you the way they doing Robert. Listen, I'm built for it. I'm built for it. I'm built for it. That's why I played a little bit that I admit. The question is, what did Sylvia admit to? I'm going to find all that out tomorrow. Bright and early. That's why I can smile about it. And I can look at all them people talk about, oh no, he did this. Then I look at a bitch that got cocaine teeth, a stone cold Pookie, going to talk about he was advocating for R. Kelly, and how can people listen to him when he advocating for R. Kelly and the prosecutors dropped the case on his case? I get it. The same way the prosecutors dropped the case on you stealing, bitch. I bet you would go out, but I bet you would go get them traveling feet done. See how this work? When there's no restraints on me, I go at all of y'all and dare one of y'all to pull up. And dare one of y'all to pull up. And dare one of y'all to drop the location. So all this getting on the internet, oh, I'll see you, fat boy. I ain't fat no more, though. But when I tell people that's cap, and they be like, huh? And then I show them the video of when you said that same thing. I'm on my way to Atlanta, fat boy. If you come in the airport, I ain't say nothing. I waited till you boarded the plane, and I went live and said he's capping, and went to the airport, and you were shook. And, oh, no, I don't know what he went to the airport for. I ain't coming down there. I ain't doing it. No, yeah, I get it. You put on a good show for the internet. I put on great shows in person. That's all. I put on great shows in person. And don't think for a second I'm going to let any of this go. Whether it be court or street. You won't get away with this one. But one thing about it is, if I had something to do with anything, I'm going to tell you. If I didn't, I'm going to tell you. So don't accuse me if something happened to any of them people. They got so many enemies out there, all of them. Don't accuse me for shit. And I'm not soliciting nobody to do nothing to them people. I'm going to make that plain. But what I will say is, when I see you, keep that same motherfucking energy. That's all. Keep that same goddamn energy. And when you come for the king, you better not miss. And y'all done miss severely. And I don't care who you are. Because just like y'all got people backing y'all, I definitely got people backing me. Just like y'all can run to people, oh yeah, and lie. I can just show people video, yo, look at this shit. And they'd be like, yo, what's going on? Really, Dana? Do you want me to take care of it? So, hey. I might have lost the battle, but DanaJay never loses wars. And this is just beginning. Just beginning. Oh, Dennis. I got some paperwork coming for you soon. Can I come to your studio? Send me the address to the studio. I'm openly asking you. I'll show up. Let's do a live. together and see how it turned out. I'll be waiting for your response. Dennis, can I come to the studio? You can even have police there. Can I come? Let's do it live together. Me and you. One last time. I'm going to show you how a demon acts. I'm going to show you. Y'all started this. Y'all brought this on yourselves. I just wanted to be peaceful and walk away. Y'all dox me. Y'all dox my son. Y'all dox my son mama. Y'all put trackers on my car. I threatened y'all and nothing happened. Now it's time for some shit to happen. No more talking. So Dennis, Byron, hey, invite me to your studio. You're inviting everybody else. You invited Gerald Griggs. You invited Sylvia. You might as well invite the villain. Let's do an interview. I bet you won't. The weight of the world is off my shoulders. Now I get to do some real things, like blog about real things and real folks and lay back and do what I do and bring the content to the people, the real content, without being biased or any of that. Without somebody faking a press pass and trying to set one person up, and then when they get brought out by that person and then they try to turn on the person. I don't do stuff like that. Depending on what is said tomorrow, I will unleash everything. Every text message, every video recording, every audio. Because now we can officially say it's over, right? I don't owe nobody shit, and don't nobody owe me shit. As of yet. Right? He trying to convince them it's not over. It's not. And you in my crosshairs. But I ain't gonna say nothing. Remember what you said. This will never be over until I'm either dead or in jail, right? I say the same thing about you. So please don't get on your channel and start, oh my God, he can come to my house. He gonna leave in a body bag. Please don't do that. Please don't get drunk and try to coerce me to come and talk about you, because I'm not. Please don't sit back and say, oh, I got somebody with me, so yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing to me. I got a couple people that want to see you. That's why I say what I say, man. You got to stop doing things to people, because it's going to come back on you. Oh, is this the segment when I show a bullet casing? Is this the segment? You ain't going to get that. Is this a segment when I show one of my guns and, oh no, you ain't going to get that. Now what you got to report? Is this the segment when I threaten any one of y'all? You ain't gonna get that. Damn, so now you don't got nothing more, Dana. He ain't threatening us. He ain't showing bullets no more. He ain't showing guns no more. He ain't doing all that. Lightning will never strike twice with me. I stood in front of a judge about all of that. So I can never be tried again for none of that. The question is, now that it's a true network and I can prove it and pinpoint everybody, including the ringleader, the puppet master, along with Miss I Bill cases, I can prove it. Let's see. Now Taylor said the rumors DB brought another black dress and Praying Girl brought a black hat. Listen, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, so now, sidebar, only the prosecutor and or the defense can appeal, not you, bozo. Okay, cool. We gonna see. And we gonna see. We gonna see. I'm being called all these names. They done called me a faggy. They done called me gay. But they called me so much stuff. That's so defamatory, and it's not true. Oh boy. But then when I get on Demon Time, they, oh my God, he said this about my family. He did this, he did that. Man, that boy ain't gonna bust a damn grape. He pissed, but his folks told him to be level-headed about it. Nobody told me anything. Nobody told me anything. Nobody told me anything. See, this is what I mean when I say people will assume certain things. That's what she would have told me. Oh, but don't say nothing. Matter of fact, we had a situation like that when she got served and she was like, oh, listen, don't say too much because I don't want them to know I got served. Remember that? That's why I say what I say, man. Hey, you can look up whatever you want. And for the person that's giving me play-by-play, I thank you so much for updating me and giving me play-by-play. You the real MVP. Because what people don't understand is I still have 2 more meetings with them folks. And like you said, it's over with. So ain't nothing to worry about. If it's over with, it's over with. Days never ending, Master got me working. One day, Master gonna set me free. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Damn. Whew. Let's see how this play out. So we're gonna get into some real content. We're gonna leave them miserable ass people alone, right? So when I told people before about the election rigging, and I'm gonna talk about it because some Republicans pissed me off. And I know somebody said, hold on, did Dana just say that? Oh yeah. Some Republicans done pissed me off. The shutdown should not have never even happened. And if the Republicans would grow a spine and say, forget it, we're going to bust the filibuster, we're going to push the agenda. That's what we voted for. We voted for Donald Trump's agenda to go forward so all Americans can live a happy and free life. Not just some, not just Democrats, not just Republicans, not just independents, all Americans. The illegals I don't care about because they holding up from what other Americans could be getting. And then on top of that, the illegals get more than what Americans would get. I got a problem with that. Got a problem with that. So Katie Hobbs been caught. And I'm going to push this before I get out of here. The Arizona State Senate, Katie Hobbs and her co-conspirator, Adrian Fontes, rigged 3 elections in a row. Investigators found more than 100,000 filled-in ballots and more than $30 million were identified by our investigators. Oh, and unmarked rental cars. These vans were loaded with the ballots and cash at a private residence in Mesa and driven to Runbeck's office. Christina Bobb, the expert who has certified these machines for the last 9 years, said that the error that occurred on Election Day 2022 was intentional. You have a whistleblower from the ballot company, Runbeck, who says that approximately 30,000 ballots were illegally inserted into the 2020 tally machine, not coming from drop boxes, not coming from polling locations, but brought in by Runbeck employees. Christina Bobb, was just pardoned by President Trump because she exposed treason during the 2020 and 2022 Arizona elections. What? So let's play this for a second because I want to hear this because this got me puzzled.
And provided to Runbeck and Jeff Ellison. The phony deeds used in the scheme to move money to candidates are created by Brittany. For-profit and non-profit PACs are also created by Brittany and used to move money for candidates. During the 22 election, ballot scanners, printers at 70 precincts suffered changes to their printer settings, despite being tested the night before the election. The changes in those settings were made through computer infiltration, not manually or by some never-before seen error. The uncontrollable ballots were placed in box 3 and allegedly driven to Runbeck. Witness information provided on October 2020 confirms that more than 100,000 filled-in ballots and more than $13 million were identified by some of our investigators in 2 unmarked rental cars. These vans were loaded with the ballots and cash at a private residence in Mesa and driven to Runbeck's office. The Runbeck company, as you know, is operated by Robert Runbeck. We have found deeds for Runbeck. This was a planned loss. Hobbs would receive the Democratic nomination for governor and Fontes would run for Secretary of State to replace Hobbs. The strategy appeared to have been planned. I have shown you that both Hobbs and Fontes have what we call Brittany deeds, evidencing a strong likelihood that they are bribed recipients. Now, it may seem obvious, but I do feel that it's necessary to explain nonetheless. Given that Arizona is a border state and that drug smuggling and human trafficking is a billion-dollar business, it would appear that having our elected and appointed officials ensure that the cartel enterprise remain open for business would be paramount. The cartel invests substantially to ensure that the right people are in key positions so as to further their objectives. The fix for 2020 and for 2022 started in 2017 with appointment to election positions of individuals being bribed through the mortgage scheme and through monies being laundered by the appointment of phantom individuals. The problems with these documents are many.
So my question would be, going forward, how can we stop this? going forward? How can we make this impossible to happen again? Because at the end of the day, what needs to happen is for further elections that don't need to be no rigging, it need to be voter IDs, and it need to be same day tallies. Because I've said it many times, how did the lady in Virginia win when the map showed something different? I'm lost. Because if the map shows something different, how did she win? And I know a lot of people don't want to see this because now I'm at the point where I'm coming from both sides. Because I see some Democrats that's trying to do the right thing. Shout out to the 8 that came across when we only needed 5. But shout out to the 8 that came across. I appreciate y'all. And I can go live and say that. I appreciate y'all. But how is it possible that the Democratic lady won when the map showed something else? And for y'all that don't understand, it's like, listen, man, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And some people understand it. Some people don't understand it. Again, I'm going to say this much. You have to understand or overstand the fact that what's going on, it's a movie. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds wild. But it's a movie. And you're either part of the movie or you're just going to watch the movie. I choose to watch. But I know that some things you gotta some things you just gotta prepare yourself for. Some things you just gotta prepare yourself for. And when you preparing yourself for certain things, God show you things. So let's look at what Christina Bobb, fresh out of jail.
Expert witness saying that an expert who has certified these machines for the last 9 years, saying that they're lawful to use and that they're in good working condition, saying that the error that occurred on election day, because we saw how many Republicans were disenfranchised because over half the machines broke on election day, that error was intentional. You have a whistleblower from Runback, the ballot company, that says approximately 300,000 ballots were illegally inserted into the tally, not coming from drop boxes, not coming from polling locations, but just being brought in by employees, not within the lawful chain of custody. I mean, there's so much evidence in this case. Expert witness saying that an expert who has certified these machines for the last 9 years, saying that they're lawful to use and that they're in good working condition, saying that the error that occurred on election day, because we saw how many Republicans were disenfranchised because over half the machines broke on election day, that error was intentional. You have a whistleblower from Runback, the ballot company, that says approximately 300,000 ballots were illegally inserted into the tally, not coming from drop boxes, not coming from polling locations, but just being brought in by employees, not within the lawful chain of custody. I mean, there's so much evidence in this case.
So the question is, since there's a lot of evidence in the case, since that's what's really going on, can we have a real election where nobody is rigged, everybody go to the polls and say what y'all have to say, meaning, voting at the polls, and it be no beef going on? You know what I mean? What up, Kofa? I see you over on Facebook, brother. can't come for the family, you better off coming at me than doing that. It's always up for the family. Kofa, you already know, bro. But that's not, listen, man. I ain't saying too much on here, man. I ain't saying too much. But I am going to show something that kind of put me in perspective of what's going on. And I got some good interviews coming up. I'm not going to say too much, but I got some good interviews coming up. However, I do want to show y'all this right here. Something has happened in Clayton County. And I do want to show this. Hold on. I do want to show this clip because this is crazy. Shout out to the good guy, Victor Hill. Check this out.
60-year-old woman and her 80-year-old mother who was sitting on that couch. There they are in the grocery store. And they're both getting ready to be assaulted by this crazy man right here. Notice how he assaults a 60-year-old, then takes her 80-year-old mother and throws her off her wheelchair scooter and even strikes her, causing some damage to one of her eye sockets. Now remember, this guy's not the problem. I'm the problem, because remember, they came after me because they said that I was too mean to this guy. They said by ordering him into a restraint chair, I violated his constitutional rights, which no one had never heard before. So it's the first case. See the skinny looking dude right there trying to look tough? That guy's a sheriff now.
Right here, that's Mr. Allen.
He actually helped put him in a restraint chair, and he's the one that called me and said, hey, look, this guy said if we come back to get him, that we better have a lot of backup. Here's another unknown fact. This guy stayed in jail for almost 2 years after this, and actually assaulted another inmate with a food tray and had to be put in a restraint chair again. But of course, the people put him in a restraint chair at that time were indicted, even though he wasn't violent at the time they put him in a restraint chair. But according to the good praying judge, remember the one that said that I was arrogant because I told this guy he's a jackass, which he is, because I told him to stay out of my county, which is what I meant, because I told him keep his hands off of women, which I meant. If that's being arrogant, then I'm proud to be arrogant. And last I checked, there's no federal law against being arrogant. But when they took more time to protect this guy than to protect those two old ladies that tried to come and testify in my trial, but the good praying judge said, no, you can't testify. Two old ladies that never heard from the Clayton County District Attorney about the disposition of what happened to this guy's case. Because they weren't concerned with them. They were concerned with coming after me. Don't worry about violent dudes that beat up 80-year-old women on wheelchair scooters. Worry about the sheriff. He's too mean. He's too rough on guys like that. And now what do we have? We have a jail that's completely out of control. Ever since they took away the use of that safety restraint chair, attacks on inmates up over 200%, attacks on officers up over 100%. As a matter of fact, an officer was just stabbed 2 nights ago, stabbed in the back of the neck.
Wow.
Inmates being gang raped. 7 murders.
Wow.
All because the Clayton County District Attorney, who just happened to be friends with the federal judge, what a coincidence, who just happened to be friends with the U.S. Attorney who resigned mysteriously when a new administration came in, decided to come after me instead of going after him. And after this guy had been in my jail over a year, they paid him a visit. He never made a complaint. And they asked him, is this you in a chair? Did you feel any pain? You know what? You're a victim. Come testify against the sheriff. And we'll help you out. And now we have absolute chaos. And that's what happens when you got judges and prosecutors that conspire with criminals. And this is the thanks that the criminals give to the absolute chaos we have in Clayton County. And that's why I'm running for United States Congress, so we can stop this type of craziness. I'm Victor Hill, the former sheriff of Clayton County, and I appreciate your vote for United States Congress.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. You see how they all conspired against him when he was bringing change? The same way mysteriously on 11/6, something happened and my case was null process. But I believe in going to court. I believe in suing. I believe in not letting people off the hook. I believe if you did it, you stand on it. I don't believe in that, oh no, I didn't do anything, when everything points to you. So yes, once again, Clayton County got it wrong. Now, what if somebody gets hurt behind the lackluster work of Clayton County? What if? Then who do you blame? Is DanaJay wrong? If anything happens, is the other parties wrong? If they decide they want to do something. These are the questions that now have to be asked. Because when you ask these questions, you're going to get answers. It might not be the answers that you want, but something have to give. You know, I don't believe in doing videos and then taking them down. I don't believe in that. If you got something to say it. And stand on what you say, Dennis. Y'all want to be famous so bad. Okay. What time is it? 8:50? I got about 10 more minutes. However, I do want to educate people on what's going on. Please. And I mean this. Please. Do not let people just tell you what's going on. Do your own research. Because when you do your own research, you're going to create and you're going to see that a lot of the people that have been telling y'all bullshit has been nothing but blowing smoke up y'all tail. At the end of the day, you have to understand that this is something serious that's going on. This got something to do with somebody's life. And the crazy part is, some people think it's funny. But then, when the funny joke get turned on them, then they go crying and running and hollering. Understand what you're looking at. Understand what you're dealing with. Because I'm not playing with nobody no more. I'm at the point where it's no return. And whatever happens. And that go for everybody involved. And I mean everybody involved, including the people that want to be shadows. A lot of things that went on could have been prevented. But I get it. Y'all scared of people reaching out. Y'all scared of the people that y'all tried to help against me. Okay. So what happens when I start doing the same terroristic things that they did? Then what? I'm wrong? Make it make sense. Woo. I don't play. Woo. I just got a cramp. I don't play kid games. I don't play kid games. I'm a grown man. And when I see people get on that community wall talking about he mad, he did, nah, I ain't mad. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. I will never give y'all that type of gratification or satisfaction. Nah, not me. Y'all got me messed up. Y'all know I ain't that type of person. But you know, when they see you, they, oh, hi, DanaJay. That's DanaJay, y'all. Hi, DanaJay. Nah, don't do that no more. Don't do that. Understand this. If I don't deal with you, know that I don't deal with you. If I told you on the internet that we have a problem, I'm going to tell you to your face, and you're going to know it to your face that we got a problem. And whatever you want to do, we can do it. Then I'm going to go and say this. Don't get nobody caught up in your craziness that you started. That person might not be able to handle the heat that's there with them. So I'm going to drop this real quick because folks got to know what happened to their funds, their money, and or their currency. I'm going to put it like that. So check this out. 1 trillion American taxpayer dollars were stolen during the pandemic, and 70% of that money went overseas. The extent of this government corruption is endless. So when people say Donald Trump trying to give to the wealthy, no, it's the people that
have an internal threat. But you also mentioned transnational fraud rings, terrorist organizations, nation states, North Korea, nuclear weapons programs funded by our tax dollars, China, Nigeria, Iran, Romania, Russia, not our friends necessarily, that are being funded by taxpayer dollars. Could you give us some examples of how this is happening?
God, yeah. So when you think about what happened during the pandemic, $1 trillion was stolen. 70% of that money went overseas. And I can give you some examples. In a Western state, they had more people applying for unemployment insurance benefits than they had individuals over 18. The people that were stealing the money from Romania were using it to facilitate other fraud schemes that include fentanyl, that include doing things to impact our democracy. On the insider threat, right, the first thing you have to say, and my dad was a public servant, is 99% of people that work in the public sector are honest, hardworking individuals. But there are some, and what you need is data and technology to root that out. There were examples during the pandemic. There were some examples even of last week where people got into the Medicaid system in a Western state and stole $50 million in less than 4 months. So you have to have these controls in place, right? These aren't individuals stealing, Mr. Cloud. These are organized criminal groups, both domestic and transnational.
Wow. Organized criminal groups. both domestic and transnational. That's deep. Let's get into it. I told you I'm going to spin the block again about J6, right? I told you I'm going to spin the block again about J6. This is Mr. Wood's post. Let's look at this.
Comey, Clapper, Brennan, Obama, Monaco, all conspired together, all worked together to try to sabotage, undermine, unravel the democratic institutions and structures of this country. The Russiagate hoax, the Russiagate conspiracy, and all of the assaults against our liberties that went with it. The pre-dawn raids, the handcuffing of innocent Americans, the espionage against President Trump's campaign and staff, the removal of his national security advisor, one fake indictment, one fake charge after another, the special counsel, all of it was a unrelenting attempt to overthrow the government the American people voted for. I cannot find words harsh enough to condemn the conduct of these conspirators, these insurrectionists. Comey.
Wow. So that right there, they talking about Russiagate, and they talking about the craziness. Did a new motion drop in R. Kelly? On R. Kelly, did Bo respond? Let me tell you right now. Let me see. From what I see, no. No. Bo Brinley have not responded. So far, we at October the 1st, and we see main document for the first and second, 66, 67, 68, another main docket, order on motion to dismiss lack of prosecution, 69, main docket, enter judgment. That's all I see. Let me look at that one. Hold on. Nope. Not at all. So, for the people that talked about the insurrection, right? And when I told people that it wasn't MAGA that was doing this, it was Nancy's Fedsurrection folks. Here's one of the MAGA dudes that came up and spoke to the Capitol Police. Check this out.
Why are you letting this happen? Why haven't you called for backup? Where is your backup? This is our damn Capitol building, and y'all are letting it get destroyed on your watch. Fuck all of you. Call for backup. Get some help down here. And if they don't want to get you fucking backup, they obviously don't give a shit about you.
That right there is when Antifa was destroying the Capitol. But, you know, they put it on who? Anybody that supported Trump, which is crazy. Last but not least, the CIA J6 pipe bomber. They don't want to talk about this. Was also the first to fire into the crowd, which caused the organic panic and rush. So now we know that this didn't come from MAGA or from the Capitol. This came from somebody else. Yeah, I understand. So we just dropping them, straight dropping them facts. We ain't taking nothing back, straight dropping facts. Like I say, I'll give y'all an update tomorrow. Willie Jones said that's why Nancy won't seek re-election. Yeah. She about to go to jail. For all of y'all that know what today is, y'all come join me at 9:30 on TikTok. I'm about to do a Mo3 tribute. because today was the day he lost his life. So I'm about to do a Mo3 tribute over on TikTok. Y'all don't miss that. Y'all don't miss that. And we're going to just jam straight through. Straight through for Mo3. We going in for Mo3. All right? So you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. And remember, hell with the haters and the scammers. Better yet, I do have a song for the scammers. It go a little something like this.
There's a little story all around town about this scammer named Silverback Seal. She runs with a crew that spread her lies. Don't give a fuck about the truth. Only thing they know how to do is to get them cash apps and lie on you. So hold your view and hold your likes. Please don't give them none of your time, cause they are scammers. They are scammers. Hold up, there's more. She runs with a blind eye, snapping turtle whore. He'll try to befriend you just to spread lies. His heart is evil, dealing fake press passes. Walk away. Hold your view and hold your life. Please don't give them none of your time, cause they are scammers. They are scammers.
I'm about to give y'all exclusive. I'm about to give y'all exclusive. My cousin got a song out, right? It's called Untangle. I want y'all to, the people that know the message know, but the people that don't, y'all tell me if this song hot or not. Okay? This is for all the folks that stabbed me in the back. This for all the folks that said I was a faggy and all this. And y'all know there ain't none of that true. But y'all ran with them lies. This song for y'all. It's called Untangle. Untangle. Let me go. Okay? To the drunk in Huntsville. Let me go. We don't got nothing else to talk about. Because when you see me, you ain't going to say shit. And you going to look like a starstruck bitch. As you always do. So, untangle me. I go for all of y'all. Check this out.
You don't like me, it's so obvious. I clocked you, then I clocked out a long time ago. I don't know if it's jealousy, don't know if you hate me or just hating, because love feels like love, and you don't give me that feeling. If I can't call you family, you damn sure ain't my friend. Over and over, time after time, you show just who you are. So I played my part, smiled right back at you in fakeness. Inside I'm shaking, cause I'm so cold. I feel safer around a damn stranger, so go be a stranger from here on. Please let me go. Can we please untangle? There's nothing left worth the hold. Yes, we may share the same blood, but that ain't enough. My mother is my father. My little brother is my only brother. Even though I got 3 brothers, it don't hurt. I don't know you the way those two do. If family's this way, you can have it. I'm just a faggot. See y'all, I've been holding it down on my own. They need no confusion from here on, yeah, please let me go. Can we please untangle? There's nothing left worth the hold. Please let me in. Please let me go. Yeah, you don't love me. Please untangle. There's nothing left worth the hold, worth the hold. Please let me go. You know who you are.
Turn me up, Jay.
You know what he said? You know who you are.
DanaJay hood season, man. I'm talking about that white dirt for all your vegetables and potatoes and anything from the garden, salads and everything. They got that Cajun. Oh my goodness, they got that ooh child. Don't forget that seafood. And last but not least, he got this thing called tropical. Go to DanaJay Spices at yahoo.com.
So with that being said, man, y'all have a good night. And I thank everybody for being here. I'm going to leave you with something. Understand that DanaJay's so jiggy. I'm out.
Extra, extra. Read all about it. There's a lot of player haters out there. Mad 'cause I'm getting that girl. So I'm off to the west side, where I'm kicking it so fly. I got some homies in the truck just watching my back. That's how it is when you're jigging like that. So
I'm so jiggy. All the girls dig me, wanna get down. Baby, just hear me out.
you players trying to hate me, they trying to talk about what they really can. Do you remember the way we used to kick it in the 90s? Down Harbor Place at the Fudgery, running all through downtown, that's how we used to be. Then we had to go home and get ready for school tomorrow,
Just to see one another again.
I can't wait to feel your warm embrace, 'cause
I'm so jiggy.
I'm so jiggy. Your players trying to hate me, they trying to talk about what they really can't see.
Jiggy gang, baby.
Who's down with me? You one and only DanaJay, baby, Mr. Liquor Lord, yeah.
Are you ready for that true sexual feeling? Let me know, let me know, let me get jiggy. All the girls dig me, wanna get down. Baby, just hear me out.
Your players trying to hate me, they trying to talk about what they really can't see. So, Jiggy Gang. I'm so Jiggy Gang.
Sometimes a misty rain that gently touches my soul. Feels just like fire shut up in me. Yeah, simply lose control. Oh, rain on, follow me. Let your love just just fall like raindrops fall on me.